Hey y'all, my name is Aly Martinez and I am the author of the Wrecked and Ruined series, which consists of Changing Course and Stolen Course. I'm also the author of a standalone called Among the Echoes, and today I'm coming to you from my basement to do an exclusive reading for Chapter 1 Live of my debut novel, Changing Course. This book is intended for audiences 18 and over. It has some sexy time, it has lots of cuss words, so if that's not your thing, you may want to go now. So here we go. Let's get started. I'm actually going to read the prologue today. So here we go. Sarah, don't do this. Damn it. Stay with me. I reach over and gently brush the blood-soaked hair off of her forehead. Even in this horrific moment, I'm in absolute awe of how beautiful she looks. Bleeding and broken, unmoving in my arms, she is still the most mesmerizing woman I have ever laid eyes on. Deep down, I know this is just the husk of my wife. My Sarah would never have done this to herself. More importantly, she never would have done this to me. Maybe it takes this level of madness, but I finally realized that I've lost her completely. Whether she lives or dies, Sarah is gone. This is not the woman who made me laugh more in 7 years than the rest of my life combined. She definitely isn't the woman who I've spent years planning a future with, a future that now no longer exists. I feel a heavy weight in my chest at my silent confession, but oddly enough, I also feel a weight lifted off of my shoulders. I have watched this woman disintegrate in front of my eyes for almost 7 months, every day losing her a little more, the light in her eyes fading while piece by piece and bit by bit she lost grip of reality. Mentally, emotionally, and now physically, she's left me. My Sarah died 7 months ago on her way home from dinner, and I will never see her walk back into my life. Suddenly, I can't breathe. I'm terrified, and not only because Sarah might finally succeed in taking her own life, I'm paralyzed by the realization that my life is spiraling down in a free fall headed straight for misery. And the only thing I can think to do is anchor myself to this dying woman. I love Sarah with all of my heart, but I'm not clinging to the woman in my arms, but rather the life I thought we were going to lead together. Her heart might still be beating, but bloody, confused, emotionally lost woman I'm holding now is only the shell of my first and only love. Where the fuck is that ambulance? I yell as loud as my cracking voice will allow, stroking a little bit of unmarred skin that I'm able to reach. I whisper in her ear, "Hang on, baby." Then I repeat the one sentence I've said almost daily since the tragic events stole her from me. Maybe I say it for her, maybe it's just for me, but I know it's the biggest lie I have ever uttered. Just hang on, baby. It's all going to be okay. Chapter 1. I met Sarah Kate Erickson 7 years ago during a chance meeting at the local library. We were both reaching for the same William Shakespeare collection. Our hands brushed, sparks flew, and it was love at first sight. We dated for 3 years, got married, and had sex for the very first time on our wedding night. Well, that's at least what she made me promise to tell our future children one day. The truth is that I met Sarah in a bar while she was approximately 1 drop of alcohol away from spending the night praying to the porcelain gods. She had on some ridiculously tight red dress and the tallest pair of black fuck-me heels I had ever seen. It was hortastic, but damn, she looked amazing. She was already tall for a woman, but in those cock-hardening shoes, she towered over the other women. Her friends were dressed in similarly sexy and somewhat coordinating outfits. A collaborative effort that was no doubt done on purpose. I watched as she asked for another drink from the bartender who stood staring at her partially exposed breasts for a beat too long. She reached across the bar, pushing one finger under his chin and guiding his gaze back to her eyes while she ordered drinks. She then turned and leaned her elbows behind her, propping herself up on the bar and effectively thrusting her barely covered breasts in the face of every man in the room. It was then I knew I needed to meet them. I mean her. I had to meet her. Sure, staring at her was probably creepy as hell, but I couldn't take my eyes off her. As cheesy as it sounds, there was something about that tall blonde that commanded my attention. It didn't hurt that I got an insta hard-on when I thought about those legs wrapped around my waist. Okay, so maybe staring wasn't the only creepy part. Okay, and I'm going to stop here. I just wanted to show you a little lighter side of the book as well with the first chapter. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Pick up my books at the link below. It's been great.